Joining me now from Fresno, California, conservative talk show, radio show host, field correspondent for America's Voice News, Ben Bergquam. Ben, catch and release, the effective end to catch and release. This is huge. Should be banner headlines in every newspaper from coast to coast. Of course, it's not going to be. Probably no one will know about it unless they listen to you and I talk about this. But you're in enemy territory in California. You're in the more red section of California, but still it's enemy territory because all of California is a sanctuary state. And you have made it your mission to expose people who are aiding and abetting through the sanctuary policies of states and municipalities and local churches. You've made it your mission to expose these people.
Yeah, no, thank you. It's great to be back on with you, Graham. Yes, it's great news. We've got some great things happening at the border. President Trump finally putting a focus on this. I thank God every day that President Trump was elected and Hillary wasn't, and that we're actually prioritizing our border sovereignty over, over protecting illegal aliens. We're protecting American citizens and angel families. And yes, the problem is we've got some really great things going on. The problem is there are still enemies within. There are people in this country whose mission it is to undermine our country from within. And so we do a lot of work through Frontline America and America's Voice and our other networks to go out and expose these people. We've confronted them in Mexico. We've confronted them in Guatemala. And we're confronting them in America as well.
Yeah, you have to confront them in your own state, the state in which you live, California. And then, as I mentioned, some churches, in particular, one in the headlines just today, in Kentucky, is effectively calling itself a sanctuary, despite what the governor of Kentucky wants to do and laws that exist in Kentucky. As I mentioned, your mission is to expose these people. But on social media overall, at least it appears, there are certainly a lot of people who are pro-sanctuary, and then they call a red flag on you because you're trying to stand up for the United States Constitution, and now you're being targeted on social media. Your content is being blocked, as evidenced by this graphic right here, and it's mainly because of what? You happen to use the term illegal alien. This is now a hate term?
That's right. It's bigger than that. We went to Chicago, and this isn't just the California border area issue. This is an all United States issue. There are sanctuary churches and organizations across this country, and the epicenter, one of the epicenters of this fight is actually in Chicago. There's a small church there called Lincoln United Methodist Church. It has 3 different organizations that are run out of it: Pueblo Sin Fronteras, Centro Sin Fronteras, and La Familia Latina Unida. And what they are, they were the birthplace, really, of the sanctuary policy, protecting illegal aliens from deportation. In fact, one of the organizers, Elvira Arellano, is an illegal alien who was given a stay of deportation a couple of years ago by an activist judge. We went up there on September 21st to confront them, to question them about the allegations that we've seen by Influence Watch and Capital Research Center and several other organizations across the country, calling them out. I wanted to go and actually have the conversation firsthand. And since then, we've been attacked. They have put us, out on all of their channels, inviting people to attack us. And now we have people from across the country who are attacking our page, going back years into our posts, reporting our posts, right, simply for using the term illegal alien.
So in effect, you're being set up on social media. You're set up for an outright ban. And this is what you're probably afraid of right now. So what do you do besides come on this program and alert the American people what is going on? What else can you do to insulate yourself from the social media police?
Well, some of it is by expanding out to other platforms. That's why we have America's Voice News. That's why we have the new America's Voice app to expand past that. Because ultimately, this is the election collusion that America needs to be worried about. They're trying to push all conservative talk off of these social media giants. And so it's important that we look at alternatives. But in the meantime, we're fighting back on the platforms because we want our message to get out there. So we're challenging every report. Right now, we're getting about half of them overturned. And then we're finding out who these people are that are targeting us.
Right.
And we're looking at legal recourse to go after them because it's targeting, it's defamation, they're liable for a lot of what they're saying.
Right.
They're using terms like white supremacist and racist and all these things that are complete outright lies. One of the guys that went with us was Will Johnson, a black conservative. And so it's just we're fighting back, and that's the whole thing. And my prayer is that America wakes up to this in time before they don't silence everybody, all the truth tellers, networks like OAN that are actually telling the truth. before it's too late,
Well,
because our nation, we are critically close to losing this fight.
and
But I believe we can also win it.
right, and the left has always tried to control the nomenclature, and that's what it's all about on social media anyway. And good for you. Keep up the good fight. And in the meantime, all we can do is play by their rules and try and still get our message across. Although they keep changing the rules, which
Yeah.
makes it more and more difficult.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.